We've all felt them, those tiny bumps that pop up on our skin when we're cold, afraid, or even excited. Goosebumps, also known as piloerection, are a universal human experience. But have you ever stopped to wonder why we get them? What's happening under the surface of our skin when these bumps appear? Goosebumps happen when tiny muscles at the base of our hair follicles contract. This contraction pulls the hair follicle upright, causing the characteristic bump on our skin. This reaction is involuntary, meaning we can't control when we get goosebumps, they just happen. While we often associate goosebumps with feeling cold, they can also be triggered by strong emotions. Think about a time you were truly moved by music or felt a surge of fear. Chances are you experienced a wave of goosebumps. This connection to our emotions hints at a deeper evolutionary reason for why we have goosebumps. To understand why humans get goosebumps, we need to look back at our evolutionary history. Millions of years ago, our ancient ancestors were covered in thick hair. This hair served as insulation against the elements, helping them regulate their body temperature. When these early humans got cold, the muscles in their skin would contract, making their hair stand on end. This reaction, which we now call goosebumps, had a very practical purpose. The raised hair would trap a layer of air close to the body, acting as insulation against the cold. Think of it like adding an extra layer of clothing. This simple mechanism was crucial for survival in harsh environments. But goosebumps weren't just about staying warm. When our ancestors faced danger, their hair would also stand on end. This made them appear larger and more intimidating to potential threats. Imagine a cat being confronted by a larger animal. Its hair stands on end, making it look bigger and fiercer. This tactic, known as piloerection, is a common defense mechanism in the animal kingdom. Over millions of years, humans have evolved to have less body hair than our early ancestors. While we no longer rely on a thick coat of fur for warmth or defense, the mechanism that caused our hair to stand on end remains. We still get goosebumps, even though they don't serve the same purpose they once did. In the animal kingdom, however, goosebumps still play a vital role. Consider a cat puffing up its fur when threatened, or a dog's hackles rising when it encounters a rival. These are prime examples of piloerection in action, serving as a visual warning to potential adversaries. The message is clear: back off, or prepare to fight. While our goosebumps may not be as dramatic as a cat's puffed up fur, they are a fascinating reminder of our shared evolutionary history. They demonstrate a link to our mammalian past and the survival mechanisms that helped our ancestors thrive. So, what's happening in our brains when we get goosebumps? The answer lies in a primitive part of our brain called the limbic system. This ancient system is responsible for our basic emotions such as fear, pleasure, and excitement. It's also responsible for triggering the fight or flight response. When we experience a strong emotion, the limbic system springs into action. It sends signals throughout our body, triggering a cascade of physiological responses, including goosebumps. This explains why we get goosebumps when we're afraid, excited, or even deeply moved. Our limbic system is reacting to the emotional stimulus. The fact that goosebumps are controlled by the limbic system tells us something fascinating about their evolutionary journey. They are not simply a physiological quirk. They are deeply ingrained in our biology, linked to our most primal emotions and instincts. Goosebumps are a visceral reminder of our shared evolutionary heritage, connecting us to the vast web of life on Earth. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, and share your thoughts in the comments. Let's explore more amazing science together. See you in the next video.